Pistons fans, what's going on? It's your boy King, man. We finish out the second half of a back-to-back tonight. Golden State lose by 10, tough game, but the performance that I seen out there from a lot of guys, I was very pleased with. So we're going to break all of that down. Plus, we got an unboxing and a reveal to do. So with that said, let's lock in. Fans, so we dropped this game by 10 tonight. Down at the arena, had an absolute blast. A lot of Golden State fans in the building. Of course, Steph Curry's in the building, so you know how that atmosphere is going to be. But very, very respectful crowd out there. Enjoyed the game. A lot of in-betweeners, you know, that love the Golden State Warriors and Steph Curry, but are also Pistons fans. So we had a lot of fun in the crowd out there. Listen, man, tonight, second game of a back-to-back. Last night versus Phoenix, man. Tough game. You know, with the firepower of Kevin Durant, man, it's just, you know, we had nobody that we could to send at him for an answer. You know, and that's kind of expected when you have the plethora of guys that are unavailable for this team right now. You know, even though Bradley Beal or Booker didn't play yesterday, the Detroit Pistons, I felt like yesterday, did not come to compete. It's always a couple of guys here and a couple of guys there. Sasser had an absolutely amazing night. That was so much fun to watch him flourish. But he was in a role where I'm very, very comfortable with him being. And that's off the ball and being a guy that attacks. That's where he succeeds at. When he's attacking and shooting the ball and being aggressive, that's where he succeeds at. And just seemed like he couldn't miss a shot last night. So shout out to Sasser for that game last night. You know, and also Asar, man. I mean, this if he wasn't a rookie, man, I swear he was going for rookie defensive player of the year. So, but yeah, Asar also tough game yesterday. You know, and like I said, we have some glaring issues with this roster right now, and one of them has been turnovers. Another tough turnover night for Cade, man. And, you know, a lot of these things could be cleaned up once some of our guys start to return. Listen, when it comes to our backcourt, for example, tonight, you've seen our backcourt tonight. Yeah, we do have situations where they're double and triple teaming, or they'll sink in the middle when Cade tries to attack the basket. And simply that's because of what's on the outer perimeter right now for him. We need our guys like Burks. We need our guys like Boyan. We need these guys available, man. Tonight we didn't even have Joe Harris. So, but it not only helps him, it helps all the guards. It helps all the guards. From Sasser even to Killian Hayes, it helps all of them. They all need these guys. Killian Hayes needs guys that he can be a playmaker too, that can knock the shots down. Fortunate tonight, guys, we're knocking the shots down. And, you know, it opened up his game tonight. And it's the same for Cade. He needs to be able to release that ball out on a perimeter so he can free up things for himself. And we need these guys to be able to do that. But right now, we don't have the available personnel in our lineups right now. We got a lot of injuries and sicknesses and illnesses, and you know, it's all type of stuff going on right now. You just look at the injury list from tonight. It was it's just nuts. You know what I'm saying? These ain't guys that's on the end of your bench, man. These are pivotal guys. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Cade's been turning the ball over. But, you know, ever since college, he's turned the ball over. Cade is a transformed point guard. You know what I'm saying? He didn't start playing point guard until later. You know, when his brother and Cannon, you know, decided to make that switch with him, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, like I said, it's at times where you want to see Cade off the ball, where it can help him out as well. Tonight was one of that. That's where we started. But he still ended up with 5 turns tonight, which is tough. You just look over the last 3 games of his turnovers versus, Killian's turnovers. Killian's no turnovers for the last 3 games. But Cade, 5, 6, 6, turnovers. And that's simply because of what he's dealing with in that situation. I'm gonna be honest with you, some of them, it's not like every single time it's because it's 4 or 5 guys sinking, on them. It's careless passes sometimes. And, it's a learning experience. You got to remember, this is Cade's second year. You know what I'm saying? This is his second year. So you got to understand that he's going to go through growing pains just like everybody else. But it would just be a relief to our backcourt, man, if we had those floor spacers out there. And it'll make it a lot easier for everybody out there. Now, tonight's game, wow. We simply lost this game. And, even though we had the turnovers, but we lost this game from rebounding tonight. Man, that takes us back a couple years ago, right? Where we were saying this every night. No Jalen Duran tonight, dealing with that ankle injury. It's a nagging injury. And, man, good Lord. Bagley got in, didn't rebound worth, shit. You know what I'm saying? There's no other way to say it, right? On the defensive end, he was atrocious tonight. He was old Bagley on the defensive end. Our presence in the paint tonight was absolutely absent. Wiseman got in the game tonight, and I don't even understand why. So, did nothing out there. And Wisely mind, I said Wisely, good Lord. Wiseman's mind, he's still Kevin Durant in his mind. So, man, we need some help down there in the paint, man. Like I said, I hate being at a point to where we have one guy on this team that's the dominant rebounder and the guy that's a presence in the paint. We have extra bigs that are not present, you know what I'm saying, in that situation. And that absolutely sucks. It sucks. Let's just be honest about it. Because it also helps out our guards, you know what I'm saying? It helps out everybody else. And tonight, we just couldn't get that help. They shot the ball 17 more times than we did tonight, which is not good at all. The amount of second chance points, that killed us tonight. That's what lost us this game tonight. It's a couple of little sprinklings of some other things. Those freaking refs. Yeah, the refs was terrible tonight. But yeah, like I said, we gotta get this roster together. It's too many guys missing. You know what I'm saying? So the upside of this thing while these guys are out is you're going to have these guys get this experience right now on the floor, trying to figure things out. And then once these guys start to get injected back in there, it's going to make it a little bit easier for everything to come together a little bit faster. So, like I said, we haven't seen Monte Morris. We haven't seen Boyan. We missing Burks and even Joe Harris. All of that is shooting. All of that is shooting that we have out. You know what I'm saying? And we have two guys, man, that need that sorely. They need that sorely. So, it's going to be interesting to watch this thing unfold, man, with these injuries. It seems like last season all over again. But, the storm, it'll come to an end soon. It'll come to an end soon. Individual performances tonight. Cade had 21 tonight. Turnovers were not a good thing, man, but, he had his moments out there on the court. The shot for the last 2 games just hasn't been the greatest, but he's going to go through those ups and downs and those slumps. Like I said, this is Cade's second year. You know what I'm saying? So we have to understand that, man. He can't just be He-Man and just put everything on his shoulders all the time. He needs other guys to be able to do things too. So Killian Hayes tonight, absolutely amazing. This is the 3rd game straight where, he shot the ball well. No turnovers. He's done everything he needs to. Solid defense. And these are the nights that you won't hear about from a majority of the fan base. That 1-0 for 6 night, they ripped a mud hole. I couldn't scroll social media without seeing something about Killian Hayes. And for these last 3 days, the last 3 games, it's been quiet. That says a lot about the fan base. This psychotic thing that we have going on, man. So, this is the reason why Monty sticks with what he has on that in that starting lineup, man, because you need someone to be able to be able to control the floor, but at the same time, not turn the basketball over, find guys where they need to be found, play solid defense. He's always checking one of the best players on the court. Tonight he had the assignment of guarding with Curry. So, as soon as Killian sat down on the bench, Curry went bonkers. He went bonkers tonight in the first half. And then in the second half, when he came in late, he started using, Stu and Sasser. Curry was cooking. He was doing Chef Curry things, right? So, like I said, I'm not saying he's the greatest defender on planet Earth, but, his defense counts. And we need other guys to buy in and do the same thing. It can't just be him and Asar. We need defense from the other guys on this roster. That's just what it is. We need defense from the other guys on this roster, man. So everybody else needs to play just as hard on the defensive end. And that's not something easy to do. So I understand what Monty is doing. He's laying a foundation right now, trying to get this defense, implanted in these young guys' head, man. But it's not an easy task, especially in a small sample size of 7 games. 7 games, you know what I'm saying? So, you put that situation together with the monumental number of guys that we have out right now. Tonight's effort was actually a really good effort for the Detroit Pistons. We had our opportunities. Shout out to Mude, man. He was absolutely amazing tonight, shooting that basketball. I mean, man, to just get thrown in, after you had a couple of tough games, where you're fouling guys at the 3-point line and giving up threes and things like that. He stepped up big time tonight, knocked down some really big shots tonight, played some solid defense. So shout out to Mude. Definitely did his thing, man. But as far as our rooks tonight, Sasser's going to do Sasser things, right? So that's expected. He had a couple of tough moments tonight where, they tried to take advantage of his size on the defensive side. So, and then you see Steph go at him a little bit too. So, he's going to go through that with his size. He just got to continue to be scrappy. He was able to poke a few balls loose tonight. So that's just what it is. Wasn't able to get as much separation that he wanted tonight. So, but when he was off the ball and guys were tossing that ball to him, he was able to get off a few shots. So, that's going to be the situation sometimes with him, and he's going to learn that. He's a rook. So, when you look at Asar, I mean, man, Asar's just going to be Asar. You know what I'm saying? He knocked down some pretty solid 3-pointers tonight. Pretty solid 3-pointers tonight he knocked down. That putback dunk was wild. But he's going to do what he do. He's going to play defense. He's going to get steals. Asar has to feed off his teammates, though. And tonight, I didn't see enough of him cutting to the basket, guys setting him up, on the cuts. They was putting him in some tough situations out there today, and I didn't like it, where they passing the ball down to him on the block like he's Rasheed Wallace or somebody. That ain't where you get it. That's not where he's successful at. You know what I'm saying? So, we'll continue to watch that, man, because like I said, they got to find ways to get him open and, cutting to the basket, looking for alley-oops, make him a threat on the offensive end, not just standing around that 3-point line or tossing the ball to him on the box, man. So, like I said, we got some growing to do, but we not even at the 10-game mark yet. So, and we don't have the personnel. So, so much you want to say, right? So much you want to talk about, but that's just where we are right now. So, shout out to the effort from the guys tonight. They definitely played their butts off when it comes to the backcourt, man. And our front court, we just got to be a little bit tougher. We got to be tougher, man. So, I ordered a new item, Detroit Pistons new item, City Edition. We had the Bad Boys tribute night last night, and I went ahead and ordered a hat off of Fanatics, man. I'll be giving you guys a Fanatics link where you guys can order and get a percentage off of whatever you order on there. I am an affiliate of Fanatics, but this hat. This is one of the hats right here. This is one of the special edition hats, man. They also have it in the teal green today that just came out today. I just seen it when I got down there to the arena. But the green one is, man, just as dope. It's a little bit different, but it also has the, you know, the basketball and bones on it, man. I was about to say skull and bones. But dope hat, man. Fire hat. Also for the season ticket holders, the members, they gave us jackets. And this jacket is dope. I did not expect it to be this dope. But let me move this mic. Here is the Pistons member jacket. Look at that. Absolutely dope, man. The Pistons really did a nice job with this one. So you get it free along with your season membership. And they were passing it out. So, man, just some dope additions, man, to the collection. You know, I love the Ty Mopkins collection, man. I'm always trying to look my best down there in the arena. So these two are definitely welcome to the family. So, yeah. So looking forward, man, for the rest of this week. We got, you know, tough schedule. Yeah, I know we got the fifth toughest schedule in the league. So Milwaukee is next Wednesday, and then we have the tournament game Friday, which I will be there in attendance. I'm looking for that to be electric down there. So, you know, tough games ahead, but we got to keep on grinding. We got to keep these young guys going, man. And yeah. With that said, leave it in the comments what you guys thought about the game tonight, man. Some of the performances you've seen out there, and yeah, where do we go from here, right? So it's definitely going to be interesting in this comment section. I know it is. And I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, man, with that said, I hope you guys have a great night. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.
Wow, black owned shoe store. Culture. My culture though. Let me see what they talking about in here. What's up, little dog? You good? Y'all got something here for me? I'm talking about exclusive. They got all the dunks? How many dunks they got? Something like these. Y'all got a little vibe in here. They buying shoes, selling shoes, it feels like the culture. They dunking on people. Oh, they doing TikTok. They looking out for the kids. Oh man, this is great, man. They got all the races working here. It just really feels like culture. You're looking for a black-owned shoe store to get some real drip at? Come up here to Culture Detroit, man. That's what the streets been missing. Welcome home, fam.